Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper One. If what I tell you does not motivate you to start prepping full speed ahead, there's nothing I can tell you. Unless spaceships come down and land on Earth and start killing humans, there's probably nothing I can say to get you motivated other than this. And if it doesn't motivate you, there's something mentally wrong with you. Your analytical thought process in your brain is not working. And it's not China coming across the Mexican border. It's not asteroids colliding into the Earth. It's not a volcano going up causing a tsunami to wipe out the East Coast. It's something worse. It's something that will affect all of us, and it's something that is speeding up, and most people don't realize it because they live their life and they're busy trying to work, take care of their family, raise kids. But the sad point is, it's being done by political leaders on both sides, Republicans, Democrats. I don't know why they don't love our country. I have no idea. They're globalists. I have no idea why they're not trying to put us first, America first, but they're not. Some of you are thinking, man, what are you talking about, Dave? On December 1st, I did a video and I caught it. For me, it was live. For you guys, it was recorded. On December 1st, the U.S. debt crossed from 28 trillion and touched the 29 trillion mark. That was less than a month ago, December 1st. It's the 30th today. If you look on the debt clock of right now, we are 29 trillion 482 billion. So, in a month, we've added $482 billion. $482 billion to the debt. If that doesn't scare you, if it doesn't motivate you, I don't know what I can tell you. Some of you might be thinking it's going to be a big crash. It's a big event. It might not be a big event first. It's going to be small pinpricks. It's going to be just tiny little pain until the pain becomes so bad because we've been pricked 1,000 times. $482 billion of increased debt. I bet you by end of January, another month, we might have put $1 trillion on our debt. $1 trillion in 60 days. And it might take a little longer, no one knows. But they're spending money we don't have. They're putting it on the credit card. And it is destroying our country. It's destroying our trust between our government. When you pay your taxes, you work hard for that money. And you give them a bunch of money. And you want them to do what's right with that money, to safeguard it, to use it on responsible means, not to waste it, not to give it to other countries, not to give it to people that are here illegally, but to use it to strengthen the core of America. They're not using it for that purpose. They're using it to enslave us, basically. So, if close to $500 billion in a month does not get you shaken to your core, I can't tell you anything else. And most of you are preppers, you're preparing as fast and as best you can. But you might need to start making sacrifices. You might need to cancel cable TV and say, hey, I can put that 50, 60, 70 bucks, whatever it is, into prepping, into my future. Because if you get rid of the cable TV, you might get off your butt and you might get more prepping things done, or you just might live a healthier lifestyle. Yes, I'm being mean, I know that. And it applies to me too. I don't have cable TV, I have Roku, it's free. But yeah, I could do more health-wise. I could do more prepping-wise. I could do more helping people prepare. Because when this thing hits, it's going to hit you so hard if you're not mentally prepared. There'll be the rate of suicide we've never seen before in this country. When people realize that their whole life is fake. It's built off of society. It's built off of Hollywood. It's built off of sports teams and celebrities. And when it really gets down to it, they won't even be able to provide clean water to their family, won't be able to have food for their children, won't be able to provide some electricity through a generator, through solar, won't be able to provide any needs, anything that we have to sustain ourselves. So think back 1800s. What did they need to sustain themselves? And start working on that. Start getting to that point where you can take care of yourself. Because no one is going to come to help you. No one's going to, there's going to be no white knight that rides in and saves the day for you. There's going to be people out there hungry and starving. So if you don't wake up now, and you wake up when everyone else wakes up and say, oh, I got to make some major changes in my life. Maybe I should, get rid of these bills or sell my boat that I only use 3 times a year and start getting sustainable, start getting the backbone of life, be it water, food, security, shelter, alternative energies. I'm trying to motivate you, because if you're not motivated right now with $482 billion in 30 days of additional debt that you are responsible for legally, it's going to hit you so hard, you're going to be unable to prepare at that point, because there's going to be a couple 100 million people scrambling for very limited resources. So, I'm not trying to be too hard on you, but I want you to be prepared. We don't know what's going to happen. So you have to change your lifestyle. If you live a lifestyle and you're going out to eat a couple times a week, if you're spending money on frivolous things that aren't the core things that keep you alive in this world, reevaluate. Or you could say, Dave, you're crazy. I'm going to live my life the way I want to live it. And that's fine. But there's no one going to come save you. I would love to be able to help you, but guess what? It's going to be hard enough realistically for me to help my family, my son, my grandkids, my other family members. It's going to be impossible. That's why I'd rather make some sacrifices now. And then you say, Dave, why are you always doom and gloom? This is not doom and gloom. This is life. This is being responsible, an adult, being a responsible American. You see our government is doing the wrong things. It'd be great to correct them, but there's no correction. When you spend $482 billion in a month that you don't have and you put it on a credit card, and then you promise so much more, you got to be a responsible American, a responsible adult, and say, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to then start building my tribe, my clan, my family, whatever you want to call it, my group, my Meg. I'm going to start putting one of those together. The internet, the Facebook, all this Twitter and all the other things, well, all they've done is push people apart so they don't think they have to have a relationship with another human being. That's real. It's going to come down to that relationship to keep you alive. It's not going to come down to, oh, I got 1,000 friends on Facebook. No one of those, very few of those are going to come and bring you a gallon of clean water. Very few of those are going to say, hey, come over and eat some of my food that I only have a month's worth left. So you got to prepare. If $482 billion doesn't get you off the couch and get you highly motivated, maybe go get a part-time job. It's going to suck. You might have to work extra hours on your job. Tell your boss, I need extra hours. And start getting ready. Because when it happens, it's going to slap you right in the face. And then you're not going to have time to react to it. You're going to be competing with millions upon millions and hundreds of millions of people trying to grab resources. Because we're not special in the sense that economic laws won't matter to us because we're Americans. Economic laws will affect us. When you spend too much money, you print too much money, inflation will kick up, and then all of a sudden inflation will kick you in the butt where you're going to need a wheelbarrow load of US dollars to buy a loaf of bread. I know some of you say, nah, it'll never happen here. It will happen here. It's going to happen here. Do I know when? No, I don't. But I know we're on that path, and if we travel down this path, it will happen. So, 482 billion reasons to get prepared. Thanks for watching.